Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Laura Wilkie with Down Home with Lemon Pie, and it's back to school time. All right guys, we are back to school. I'm a Christian homeschool mama of 7 kiddos. They are all ranging in age from 8 months old to 11 years old, and we are doing a family learning style, and we started back. I want to share with you guys our traditions that we do for the first day of school and how our first week went. All right, so we always like to start our first day back with pancakes, homemade pancakes that are in the shape of whatever grade they are going into. Kind of a fun celebratory breakfast. So we've got 2 in preschool or pre-K this year, a 1st grader, my 3rd grader, my 4th grader, and my 6th grader. This is a fun thing. They enjoy doing it, and mamas, don't worry if they are not perfect. The kids will remember the experience of it, not necessarily how wonderful you did them, just that you tried. So don't stress about it. We also did their chalkboards, and these actually I did 4 kids the week before we started school, and then 2 after we'd already started, because it just takes a little bit more time. I just love seeing all their answers and kind of keeping those keepsakes. And you know, don't stress if you don't get it exactly on the first day. It is okay, mamas. Okay, so this is a typical just one of the reading things. We do Charlotte Mason Homeschool, and we read a lot, and the kids today are just lounging in their hammocks listening as we're reading about the signers, one of the signers from the Declaration of Independence, his life history. So our read aloud this school year right now is My Side of the Mountain. I have those 2 big kids, and I actually have 1 more big kid that are journaling kind of the story as we read. I would not normally have my little one doing this handwriting worksheet, but she's ready and she wants to do it. So I scrambled around after the first day or so of homeschool when I realized that she was a little bit had her feelings hurt, that I didn't have as many things included for her. So I've included more for her. Sometimes we have to make those adjustments. To celebrate our first day of school, we did hit the city pool. This was fun. Just a fun way to celebrate back to school. We enjoyed that, and the kids got to play and swim. And after that, we did run over and get ice cream. We typically do go get us some sort of treat, so they enjoyed it. If you saw my curriculum videos, if not, I'll link them below, but if you saw them, you know that we're doing food science this year, and we're learning about healthy foods and how to make them, and our first several lessons are about eggs. So we have made all the things eggs so far. We have a few more to go, but we're enjoying that. We also have done a mini unit on caps for sale for the 3 little ones in Form 1. This is a favorite book, and I just went online and found some cute little activities to go along with it that they've enjoyed. Just some fun little literacy things and counting things, and it's a fun time. Good job. Now we're going to take all the caps off the monkey
and put them on these and this on this. Now the monkey can't see, but I'm a monkey.
Cap is 1 penny. Can you get 1 penny?
And you give it to me.
Yeah. Okay, Ivy, which cap are you gonna buy?
Give it to him. I want these.
How much does your cap cost?
This one. It costs 1 cent. Here, Ivy.
Hers costs 1 penny.
I would give it to me. I would give it to him.
Pay the monkey 1 penny.
No, my turn.
Okay.
I'm going to take a brown.
How much is your cap?
My cap? 8 cents.
Oh, you gotta get 8 pennies.
Okay. Give it to me. No, I'm giving it to me.
Count them out slowly.
Give it to me. 3. Give it to me. 3. I'm wearing my cap. I'm wearing my cap. I'm wearing my cap. I'm wearing my cap. 7, 8. 8. Okay. You're a very lucky pedalor. You get so much money. All these are straight. Yo.
I am a huge advocate for learning through play. So if we can get them to play, it's so much more fun for everyone. Sometimes it's hard. We feel, it's easy to listen to the world and they tell you need workbooks and you need tests and you need all this written proof that they're learning, but I don't think that's true. There's so much more research that shows that just learning through play is such a much smoother and easier process for kids. So, and adults too, if they're hands-on. So that's what we're trying to do more of, and it's a good time for them.
4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, this is a great example of having those big kids help you with the little ones. Here, my big ones are just having the time of their lives, helping my little guys while I can help this first grader here. And they're all doing relatively the same activity, but my first grader is actually reading and sorting the words, whereas the little ones have already sorted them. The big kids helped them with that, and they're just counting and enjoying identifying letters. And it wears them out. This was too funny not to capture. So our first week back was not as exciting as we had hoped. Things didn't go as planned. We had attitudes. We had just things come up. We had our little baby here had a febrile seizure. We had to rush her to the ER because we had never experienced that before. And, things don't always go as planned. And a lot of times you may feel that means maybe you're not supposed to be homeschooling, or maybe, you're not doing it right, or what have you. And I just want to reassure you, mamas, that is not true. This is exactly where you need to be. And if we hadn't been home, we wouldn't have been able to, experience these things through life together and enjoy the time that we have together. And you're the mamas. You guys know exactly what your kiddos need and how to help them. And it's just the very absolute biggest blessing in our entire lives. So we just love it so much. Here, the little ones got to go to story time at the library where they made these. How cute are these horses? And I'm going to try and take them. That's, I feel like that's part of their school. So we're going to try and go as much as we can and let them have those fun literacy activities outside of the home as well. So here you've got one of my kiddos is working on whittling. Actually, my oldest 4 are enjoying whittling. And she's been listening to me read a story and now is giving me back a narration of what I read. And it's just so good to have their hands busy. A lot of times in Charlotte Mason, you'll hear about those handcrafts, and that's exactly what this is. And she's giving me back the narration. They're listening even when their hands are busy.
And Elijah said, if you are going to, if I am a man of God, then fire will come down from the sky and consume you and your 50 men. And that happened, and then the same thing happened again. And then another guy who came with 50 men, and he fell down on his knees and asked Elisha to please come down. And then the angel of the Lord said that he's okay and he can go down with him. And then he went to the king, and then the king said, and then Elisha told the king that he was surely going to die.
In history, we learned about Spanish explorers and things that they were doing with mining for gold, and we happened to have some little gold coins that I had for some reason packed with us on our RV adventure. And so the kids, I took turns hiding them in the dirt and then finding them, and they sailed away on their tree trunk ship. You'll see that in a few minutes. And just took turns enjoying landing at the in South America is what it was in the story, and then mining for the gold and heading on, and it was just fun. So again, learning through play. Did you find one? Did you find a pine cone? You ding dong. I think even our dog decided to join in the gold mining hunt.
I didn't hide any of here. There's not an A. Good dog. Oh, we're not trying to get down. Oh, that one. Yeah. Everybody go count. Go count the coins you found. I got two silver. You have two silver. So with that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 5. 6 and 5. Guys! 6 and 5. Mommy, now I have to hide them all.
This is from our art curriculum that we're doing this year, that we're doing just the painting portion of God in the History of Art, which I am loving. Last year we did a lot of drawing from that same curriculum, and I like to do it along with them. It's fun to kind of learn with your kids. So this has been fun. My Form 1 kids are working on color mixing with acrylics, and my Form 2 are doing that, and my Form 1s are using watercolors and doing their ABC painting pages, I guess, which are not part of this curriculum, but just something that I have them working on as well. Philip, show me what we're looking for. Okay. All right, you're joining us for a nature hike. We have learned today about wild rose, and I picked this specifically because I knew it was at our RV site, so we are going to go find it, and we have found it, and we're going to collect some of the rose hips and see if we can make them into some things that we have learned about. There's some teas. It does say that they're edibles, although I will say some of the kids tried them and said not so yummy. So but anyway, we are going to collect them, and just we're trying to learn this school year more about how we can naturally use things that God has provided to heal ourselves, or ail in our weaknesses, or just help when you have illnesses and different things going on. So this is such a great skill that I feel like everybody should have, and we don't have, and it's an old-fashioned skill that people used to have and has for some reason died away. I know I have my own reasons why I think it happened, and I'm not going to share them right here, but anyway, this has been fun. We also looked for huckleberries. We learned all about huckleberries. We didn't find huckleberries, but we did go blueberry picking, so that was fun. Kind of similar.
Maybe washed, but yeah. I like them.
Look, stop picking. We just want the little things.
Yeah, bingo. See?
I brought scissors if you need scissors.
Go up. Can I stop some and listen? Okay.
Let me see, Ivy. Yeah, I guess if you don't want to try to wash them first.
Okay.
kids have gotten a lot. Is it not good?
It's gross. Would you eat if you had to?
Okay. So this is our blueberry picking adventure. We were invited by a new friend at the church we're attending here in Idaho, and she asked if we wanted to go blueberry picking. We agreed. It wasn't obviously in our schedule, but once again, you know, sometimes those unexpected things happen, and sometimes they're a bigger blessing than what you had originally planned. I think that often is the way it works. And so we did. We got up super early. We had to be there. She wanted us to meet her at 8. We tried our hardest. We got there shortly after that, and it was so much fun. And since it was the very last day of the blueberry picking, they were only $1 a pound, such a steal. So a fun nature adventure, not quite huckleberries like we learned about, but blueberries, very close and very fun. We enjoyed this so much. This is our nature study game, Wildcraft, which I'll share more about later. I'll link it below if you're interested, but it's super fun and teaches the kids how to use those things in nature. We did take a quick stop to the farm stand, grab some fun sodas, and that was the end of our first 2 weeks of school. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't. And just keep in mind, mamas, homeschooling is a blessing no matter how you do it, and it may not always look like you planned. That doesn't mean the kids aren't learning. See you next time, guys.